What's going on, guys? Your boy Rome 300 here once again. Here's a presentation for Dolce & Gabbana Man. Unfortunately, I do not have the box. I purchased this fragrance years ago, so yeah, I don't have the box. Probably threw it away. But nevertheless, I'll show you this is a 125 ml bottle, rectangular shape, lightly colored golden type of juice. We also have a rectangle top with Marc Jacobs written on the top. Plastic top, but also very secure. You can pick the bottle up and the top will not come off. There you go with the top, metal enclosing, plastic, like I said. All the information, barcode, 125 ml information right there if you can see it. Very simplistic presentation. A very large bottle though, if I do say so myself, and very heavy glass, thick glass. So there we go with the presentation for Marc Jacobs Man. And let's get into this presentation. Let's talk about this juice. I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, we're going to get into the notes of this fragrance so you guys can see what this fragrance has in it. So top notes we have cypress, bergamot, cardamom, cumin, and also ginger. Middle notes we have fig, rose, cinnamon, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, cinnamon, and also water notes. Base notes we have tonka bean, patchouli, oak moss, and cedar. All those notes create this wonderful fragrance, and it's a little bit of a surprise to me because I didn't give this fragrance a great chance at first. I told you guys I was going to do it. I told you at the beginning of the year that I was going to start putting more designer fragrances in my reviews. So we're going to start this one off with a very popular fragrance in the fragrance community, and that is Marc Jacobs Man. And this fragrance, I'm not sure how many times it's been reviewed, but now you're going to get my take on the fragrance and you'll see what I mean by how this fragrance is somewhat of a sleeper in the community, and also it's a sleeper. It was a sleeper to me too. I didn't really give this fragrance that much of a chance. Disclaimer, I haven't been wearing my designer fragrances as much lately because for the last maybe 2-3 years, let's say 3 years, I've been very heavily invested into niche fragrances. Not to say that my designer fragrances aren't good. The ones that I purchase are amazing to me. I just have drawn more towards that. But now, I'm gonna start, picking up and put more of my designer fragrances in my rotation because I do have some pretty good gems. Case in point, Marc Jacobs Man. This fragrance is the well-rounded man fragrance. This fragrance can be in every situation. I think this fragrance can be worn. This fragrance has some of the best notes in combination of notes that you can find in any market, niche or designer. It's, for me, this fragrance creates this rich green woody kind of vibe. It's very, very, very light in the alcohol part. I really do love that part that, usually when it comes to the designer fragrances, you get a big blast of just alcohol. Like you just went and you had like 17 cuts on your face and you had to, just put alcohol in your body. I hate that one aspect about designer fragrances. This one, actually does not do that. I get a really light dose of alcohol, and this beginning of a rich, sweet, very light sweet fig note. The fig note itself is very bold, but the sweetness that's inside of the fig note is faint, but it's very enjoyable. It's met with this wonderful, I guess you could say, water and woody type of feeling. If you can kind of go with me on this journey, it's kind of like being like you guys decided to go to the lake, you know, one Saturday afternoon or early morning. You wanted to go to this lake, and you decided that you didn't want to jump into the water, but the heat coming off of, you know, the water and this kind of mist, that's the type of feeling with the wood surrounding you. That's the kind of feeling I get from this, with the fig note involved in that. So I do get this kind of this aquatic feeling from it. It also comes out in the middle of the fragrance. For me, you still get this kind of freshness. You get this fresh, spicy kind of vibe, and I do equate that to more of the aquatic side, and also this this greenness comes in there with a slight spiciness, and that's when the ginger and the oak moss comes. So if, like I said, this journey I'm on, you know, you got this whole morning or afternoon, you went to the lake, you guys, you know, chilled by the lake, probably enjoyed the company, you know, took a swim in the lake. Now it's nighttime. You guys are still at the lake, but now you kind of have this, you know, campfire going, probably drinking a few beers, got music going. I think this fragrance is great for that also. I think that dry down plays a better part at night. I think that the dry down will be more inviting at night, and this is where the soft spices take over. The freshness is still there, the fig is still there. It doesn't change a whole lot. It is a slightly linear fragrance. It doesn't change a whole lot. It just, I think, some of the notes take a back seat, but they're still present. But this kind of ginger, fresh spice, oak moss, like, you know, the rocks have this kind of moistness on it just coming off of the lake. That's the type of vibe I get from this fragrance. I think that it is, in my opinion, a good first date fragrance. I think that if you were to wear this at night, it would attract the opposite sex. It is, I mean, honestly, this doesn't remind me of anything. That's a great thing that I do like. It doesn't remind me of any other fragrance. It was released a while ago. This fragrance came out in 2002, and the perfumer behind this fragrance, he's created a lot. And his list is, you know, miles long. The fragrance, the nose behind this fragrance, his name is, I'm not even gonna mess that last part of his name up. I'm not even gonna say that. His name is Ralph, and I'm put his whole name up there, because I'm not even gonna discredit that. I don't even know how to pronounce his whole last name. This is something, but you know what I'm talking about. He's created fragrances for Frederic Malle, Altier Cologne, Avis Venustus, just to name a few, and pretty good fragrances out there too. So I definitely want to dive into a little bit more of his fragrances, just to get an idea of where his creativity went and is going. what else can I say about this fragrance? The age, I think this is age appropriate, 21 and up. Definitely, I don't think a kid would want to wear this. It does have a playful side, you know, like I was saying before, the dry down has this fresh, spicy kind of, you know, accord and this feeling to it, and that would play a part in younger people probably liking that, but that's at the end of the fragrance. So I don't think that they would get that excitement from wearing this from the fig note in the beginning of the fragrance. That would seem a little bit more mature, so I don't think, you know, a teenager would want to wear this. But teach its own. Try it, see if you like it. Hey, you might enjoy it. Times to wear this, I think this is primarily it would suit more of the spring, summer, but in my opinion, and me wearing this fragrance, you can wear this fragrance all year round. I would just say that if you wear this is my opinion, if you wear this fragrance, right, wear it 2 sprays if you're going in the morning, maybe two on the neck, or maybe 2 on the arms. That's just it. At night, this one you can go a little ham. Spray it as much as you want, 2 on the neck, 2 on the arm, back of the neck, whatever, on your clothes. That's when it would, I think, perform and do much more and draw more of attention if you're looking for that, or it would just blossom more. I've worn it both occasions and I've felt more energized and more myself, you know, feeling good and looking good when I wore this at night versus in the daytime. Man. Oh, let me do this because I forgot to do that. I'll show you the sprayer so you guys can see. To be honest, pretty decent sprayer. Kind of spritz out a little bit, if you can see that. Nice stream. Pretty good juice. And yeah, like I said, guys, check this one out. It's a really, really good fragrance. And anybody that's looking for this fragrance, you can find it at any store, Macy's, Nordstrom, even on the discount websites. You can find the fragrance for probably maybe $40, you know. So check it out. Let me know what you think. Please comment down below. Give me your insight if you had this fragrance, if you smelled it. And I want to do something for you guys. Since we're doing designer fragrances, I'm going to give 2 lucky subscribers 2 samples of this, and also a couple of other designer fragrances I have in there. I'm just going to put a couple of fragrances in there. So 2 lucky subscribers are going to get 5 samples together, 1 each of Dolce & Gabbana and some other ones. The only thing you have to do is be a subscriber to my channel, like, comment, share this video, and I'll put your name in the drawing, and it will take most likely a week, and then I'll let you guys know who's the winner. Alright? More of these designer fragrance reviews coming up. I'm going to do probably, you know, kind of switch it up, designer, niche, you know, whatever else I got going on in between there, but I will be doing more of these. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, the most important thing, you guys, I mean, I'll be slipping sometimes. Sometimes I'll be slipping. Sorry. Longevity. This fragrance, no problem. This fragrance lasts all day. 8 to 10 hours easily. Even with 1 to 2 sprays, this fragrance will last 8 to 10 hours. Projection wise, if you spray lightly, 1 or 2, no long, maybe half arm length. If you go heavy in the trigger, you can fill up a whole room. It's just a matter of how much you spray. Right now, I've only sprayed it twice on my hand, and I can smell it every time I move my arm around. It's not a bubble, but it's present. So that's pretty much it on that part. And it's not a very powerful fragrance, but it's noticeable. You will get noticed without a shadow of doubt. Okay, that is it. Yes, if I forgot something, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure that's all that I can talk about this fragrance to convince you guys this is a great buy. But beyond that, it's up to you guys to check it out yourselves. And that's it. And until next time, guys, like I always say, it's okay if you want to smell like Rome. I'll check you guys out in my next review. I'm out. Peace.